What's going on YouTube? Today I'm back with another simple sensor tutorial. Today I'll be showing you how to use the BME280 to get altitude readings pretty accurately using the Adafruit library and the Raspberry Pi Pico W in CircuitPython. So in order to get set up from the beginning, what you want to do is you want to have your physical setup as shown in this diagram here. You only need 4 jumper wires and of course the corresponding components such as the BME280, the Raspberry Pi Pico, or the Pico W, and of course you need a power cord to power the device. So once you have that, you set up the 4 jumper wires as shown in this diagram here to the corresponding pins. We have VCC here in red, we have ground in black, and we have SDA and SCL in white and yellow there. So it's as simple as that to get started with the physical connection. Now once you have the physical connection, which is pretty straightforward, the next thing you want to do is you simply want to go to Thotny and you want to install CircuitPython on your Raspberry Pi Pico if you do not have it set up. So in order to get started with CircuitPython on your Raspberry Pi Pico, what you want to do is you want to go to Tools and you want to go to Options. Now before you plug your Raspberry Pi Pico into the power, you actually want to hold the boot cell button, which is the only clickable button on your Raspberry Pi Pico. And while you're plugging it in with the micro USB, you want to keep that button held. This will mount the storage on to your computer so you can install the corresponding CircuitPython driver. So if I did that properly and I go here, I should see the corresponding volume. I go ahead and I click the volume. And then I select based on the device. I'm using a Pico W. If you're using a Pico, that's fine. I'm just going to go ahead and click this one and click install and let it install for a few moments there. We'll jump over to when it's done installing. Okay, awesome. Now that it's done installing, I'm just going to click done here. I'm going to close this, click OK. And you could see on the left there, I have my corresponding CircuitPython device. So everything is set up and good. Let me go ahead and close this. I'll show you guys that in a sec. So you can see that it's working by simply running this test code that they have here. And if you go ahead and run that and it says hello world, you did the right thing. So good job on that. Now that you have CircuitPython installed, what you want to do is get the BME280 corresponding libraries from Adafruit website, which is very easy to do. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go to their website here. And we have this BME280 link, which I'll link down in the description below. And you can actually download the project bundle. So I already went ahead and did that and I moved it to my desktop, but you're gonna go ahead and do that as well and unzip all the files. And then once you have that, what you want to do is you want to go back to your CircuitPython device and you want to find the 2 folders you need. So you need the Adafruit BME280 folder and the Adafruit bus device. So I'm going to go into the lib folder of my device. And mine's already moved in there, but if you want to port it from your local computer to the lib folder, what you want to do is you want to select the 2 folders here, as you can see, and you can just move, you can upload to lib. So I'm just going to go ahead and upload that. It's already uploaded, it's going to overwrite, that's fine, so let it do that. And so you should do the same thing as well. So give that a second there. And then finally, I'm just going to go back to my device. So you should have all the libraries you need in terms of getting the actual values from the BME280, which is nice. So I'm going to go ahead and open this file here. This is from the Adafruit website, and it's slightly modified to work with my BME280. So I have the address here, as you could see, and I just have all these imports. So I'm importing time to wait every second in this loop. I'm importing board, which is what I need to get values or get the pins I need for this CircuitPython library. And of course, I'm using from Adafruit BME280 because I want the values for my BME280 as well. Now, based on the connection, if you had it set up exactly as I had in the diagram earlier, you want it to have the GP1 and GPO for SCL and SDA pins. And finally, once you have that, you want to create the BME280 object. And then you want to initialize it there. And finally, the most important thing to get altitude readings here is actually the sea level pressure value. Now, depending on the city you're in, I'm in Austin, Texas. So I actually just Googled sea level pressure in Austin, Texas. So this is very important. You just want to search, so let's search sea level pressure Austin. And it takes them to this website, Austin Bergstrom International Airport. So they're measuring the sea level pressure every given amount of time. So right now it's 1,009.9 MB. So that's the unit you want to use is MB. And then we want to go back to the code here and we just want to plug it in. So it changes every moment or so you probably want to continuously update it. And then once we have the sea level pressure set in our library, what we want to do is simply run this while loop, which has a bunch of values here, temperature, humidity, and pressure. You don't need that for the sake of this video if you're not interested in temperature, humidity, and pressure. But what you want is actually the altitude here. So you can just say BME280.altitude, which is calling your BME280 object and getting the altitude parameter. And we're just doing this every second, as I mentioned. So if we go ahead and run that, we can see that we're getting 171 1.73 meters. And now I actually Googled this on Google Earth and I saw my altitude and it's actually accurate to within 2 meters. So this is surprisingly very accurate. Now if I go down the stairs, so I'm gonna do an experiment. If I walk down the stairs, you'll see that this device is so accurate that the altitude will be considered when I'm actually walking down the stairs. And you'll see a change in altitude as I am walking down the stairs. So that'll be interesting. So let's go ahead and do that. I'm gonna get off screen here and show you how that works. All right guys, so I'm off camera here, but I'm actually walking down the stairs in real time. So we can see that I'm on the second floor of this building and I'm just slowly walking down the building. We can see that it started at roughly 171. I'm going down the stairs to the first floor, and pretty cool how it's updating in real time. So I'm still walking down the stairs here. And if you set everything just as I did in this video with the library, with the BME280, and you have your correct sea level pressure, you should see similar results to me. So this is pretty awesome how we're seeing this in real time, and it is working as expected. So I'm almost down to the bottom here, and then, okay, we'll see at the bottom of my building, it's roughly 164 meters, which is pretty darn accurate with Google Earth. So if you guys enjoyed this video and you got everything set up properly, or if you're learning anything, please like, comment, and subscribe to the channel. Let me know if you have any questions about the setup. And as always guys, stay tuned and thanks for watching.